Hi guys, I'm David with the Sephora Pro team, and we have a fun video for you guys today. We're gonna be answering some of the questions that you guys leave a lot and often, and I can't always get to them. I try to, you guys know that. You see me answering those questions, and that is me. That is literally me typing in there. But with my schedule being so hectic, sometimes it's just too hard to answer all of them. And I do want to say thank you to everyone who subscribes to our channel and engages with us, because we adore and love you. And so this video is sort of our thank you for you guys, and to really try and get some of the answers to these questions that you guys seem to really want to know in a really nice, fun, rapid fire way. So I have to say, in all honesty, you guys really do make my day. I read some of your comments and I literally burst out laughing. You are so cute and funny and sweet. Like, they literally put me in such a good mood. So I really appreciate it, and I cannot say thank you enough. And for all of you out there who are like, oh, I wish David would do my makeup and I want David to work on me, I do actually visit stores. So you can find me at store events, and the whole pro team actually does like new store openings and special events and stuff. So you can find us. But also, don't forget to check some of your local artists in our Sephora stores, because there's a David in every Sephora. There is a pro artist in the making in every single Sephora. And it's just about finding the right person who can sort of melt with you and kind of vibe with you and get that whole like look that you're going for. So please don't feel like it's just me. I'm just one of many amazing artists in this company. But let's get to these questions, because they're so much fun. So one of the questions that we hear all the time, especially after that first video that I did about setting versus finishing, is, do you still set with a powder if you use a setting spray? So it really depends. Sometimes setting sprays can leave a little bit of like a sheen, and then you might need a powder. There's really no rules. Normally I do set with a powder first, and then I use a setting spray. But again, yes, if you feel that you need to, go ahead. No problem there. No rules, guys. It's just whatever works for you. Another one that I loved, and this question I really, when I saw it kind of getting asked, I was like, yes. So if both a highlighter and a bronzer are placed at the top of your cheekbones, how do they work together? Wouldn't they contrast? And when do you use them both? That's a great question. And I think it goes back to when we think about bronzers now, a lot of times people think about them as a contour. So if you think that you're using the contour product up on the cheekbone where your highlighter is, it would, in essence, battle each other. But if you're using a bronzer to bronze you, to make you look glowy, summer, tanned, and warm, it's actually going to hit the high points of your face. So if the sun's kind of shooting down here, your bronzer is going to go boom. It's going to go here. It's going to go across the nose a little bit. It might even have a little shimmer and warmth to it. Then adding your highlighter just will complement that, bringing your cheekbones forward, bringing the features that you want forward while still maintaining a warm glow. So yes, it's about using a bronzer as a traditional sense to make you look bronzed and tans, not the kind of bronzer for contouring. So keep that in mind. That's a great question though. I love that. Okay, so the next one. For people with dry skin, would finishing powders just dry them out even more? Possibly. I mean, if you have dry skin, you want to use as little bit of powder as possible. So maybe consider using finishing sprays instead. It might just be a little bit more hydrating. Or if you're going to use a finishing powder, make sure that you have a lot of hydration on and use very little bit. Okay, let's find another. Oh, this is a really, really good one. When using color correcting products, I don't know how to get rid of the circles. I can get rid of the darkness, probably meaning like the color, the discoloration, and the redness. But how do you get rid of the circles? That's probably what you're referring to, is actually the shadow. So when you're dealing with a dark circle, a lot of times it's the bone structure and it's the discoloration. Color correcting products only get rid of discoloration. So that's if you see that red, purple discoloration here, that's not gonna have any effect on a shadow. So if your under eye here gets a little sunken in and you create a shadow, or the bone is more prominent and there's a shadow, a color correcting product's not your answer. You may still need it, but it's not the answer. At that point, what you need is a product that's more of a highlighter, something like a Touche Éclat or a Mr. Light from Givenchy, something that's lightweight that you can apply brighter just into the shadow. This is not a product you're gonna do the triangle of lighter, none of that. It's just in the shadow pat it into place and it'll brighten and reflect light out of the shadow. That's all you need to do. Maybe we'll do a video on that one. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Okay, what's another good one? Should you set your foundation and then set your blush, bronzer, highlighter again afterwards? Yes. So when I do a foundation, unless I'm using cream blush and cream bronzers, if you're using powder products, you want to set any liquid foundations you use before you apply them, because if your skin has any moisture on it, those products are gonna stick and they are not gonna blend. So do a light setting, just a dusting, then apply your powder, bronzers, blushes, highlighters, everything, and then you can set it again. Very easy, but just little sheer layers. It will make a world of difference, especially for your blending. Okay. Oh, for skincare, can you layer serums? Girl, of course you can. You can layer as much as you want to. There are routines that have like 17 steps to them, and 12 of them are serums being layered on top of each other. Absolutely layer your serums, layer away, apply, apply, apply. Make yourself look young forever. That's an easy one. How can you set creams or liquids without mattifying? That's a really good question. So I'm assuming by when I hear this that you are saying you're doing your liquid foundation and it's glowing and it's hydrated, and then you put a powder on and you feel like it's drying it down. Two things you can do that would be the easiest answer. One, set it with a spray. So use a setting spray. You can use a regular setting spray, a mattifying setting spray, a hydrating setting spray, but use a setting spray. It will likely maintain more of that sort of natural glow. But also what I do is I set with powder, except I only set strategic areas. So I will set around the face and through the forehead a little bit. I won't set the top part of the cheekbone. I will leave that because that's what gives you that sort of glowing skin. Set just under the eye. Use a small brush. Set under the eye, the side of the nose, and over here. Remember, you can, with a set, if it's matte and versus like the hydrated skin, you can actually sculpt your face that way. So if the matte areas recede and the sort of areas that are left glowing and hydrated will come forward. So without any contours, you can sculpt your face with that, which is a great trick. Let's look at another one. Oh, these are so much fun. Where do you put light or shimmery colors on hooded eyes? Great question. Hear this one all the time. The easiest answer is the inner corner. So if your eyelid is hooded and it's coming down and you really don't have a lot of space here, the most common area, especially when it comes to shimmer, is to add it into this inner corner. It's going to brighten and open your eyes. It's going to make a beautiful impact and it won't get lost. If you want to, you can dabble a little bit with shimmer on the brow bone, but just be conscious of the other colors. Like if you're going to do shimmer here and here, make sure everything else is kind of on the matte side. Otherwise, you're going to look like a disco ball. Okay, let's look at, this is a good one. Should you double cleanse night and day or just at night? Personally, I think it's just at night. Double cleansing is most likely you're doing this because you're using a cleanser that's a makeup remover as well. So cleanse the first time with it to remove the makeup, cleanse the second time to actually clean your skin. And so that's usually the best time to double cleanse. In the morning, unless you're wearing makeup to bed, there's no reason to double cleanse in the morning. And over cleansing your skin can actually strip it of some of the essential oils and things that it needs to maintain its balance. So it's not always a good thing. Less is more, especially when it comes to cleansing. Just do what needs to be done and then let your skin kind of maintain its balance. So don't overdo it. Here's another really good one. So how can one avoid extreme caking, especially around the nose? Really, in the essence of caking in general, it comes down to too much product being used. I just recently did a video on how to get the most out of your makeup. I think it's a great video to watch because I really go over how to layer products in sheer ways to get the coverage and the effect that you want without using too much product. Too much makeup in the end will always cake. I mean, it's building up layers, and those layers are eventually going to show texture and are going to cake. When it comes to the nose area, that's a tricky area because foundations, the nose is weird. It has a lot of oil glands on everybody. It tends to not hold makeup. So people tend to put a lot of foundation and then they put a lot of powder to try and hold it in place. And then it will cake, especially in this area right here. Make sure it's exfoliated. A lot of dry skin can form here, so make sure you exfoliate. Make sure you moisturize that area. And I would suggest skipping foundation and applying a concealer. So just conceal with the nose. This way you can get a lot more coverage, sheer layers so it doesn't show texture, and you can set it and it won't move. The less product you use, the less caking you're gonna get. So that's the easiest way to do it. And that looks like that's it. So these were a bunch of questions. I love doing this, guys. So I want to do this more and more. And I really, really love reading all the questions and comments you guys like leave for me. They are so fantastic, and you guys are so sweet. You really do brighten my day. And I have to call out some of the regular people on YouTube that comment and engage with me who just brighten my day every day. So Keisha Anderson, Dina Ahmad, Karen G, Meredith Mack, Laura Gonzalez, Brittany Lloyd, Dara Patel, Rosangela Sanchez, Carissa Faith, and Tattoo Addict. Thank you guys. You guys are always commenting and leaving the sweetest, kindest things, and everyone has bad days, even me, Mr. Smiles. I have moments where I'm like, as I'm waiting for my delayed flight. And I read your guys, little comments, and I just laugh and I smile and I'm like, it's all worth it. This is fantastic. So thank you so much for always engaging and supporting me. It really does mean the world to me. I love helping you guys out, and anything I can do, any questions you have, I really wish I could answer them all. I'm not the fastest typer, so forgive me. But until next time, guys, please leave more. Let me know how you like this comment, this video, and leave it in the comment section. I really want to hear from you guys. Please subscribe to our channel. We love bringing you guys these videos every week. And until next time, smile, laugh, and do some beautiful makeup. Bye, guys.